Hey guys, how you doing? Henry from Mowers and Blowers again. This is my Murray Ultra garden tractor, 2046 garden tractor that I got for 40 bucks. As you guys know, my engine is blown, so I removed it. There's no engine in there. So like I said, I got it for 40 bucks. Here are all the parts that I got from the good parts that are still left over from that blown engine. I've already thrown away the engine block and the sump because they were cracked in 1,000 places. And it's so far profitable. Why? Because I sold the air cleaner for 30 bucks on eBay, and I just sold the dual magneto ignition coil from the engine for 30 bucks also. So I'm ahead of the game. So this is basically free, which I love. It's a nice tractor, you know. Today I'm going to work on the mowing deck. It's a 3-blade mowing deck, as most of these are. And it's driven by 2 belts. Not just one serpentine as my Husqvarna is, but 2 belts. On the left side, you have one belt that drives the first and second spindle. Wait a minute, nope, that just drives the first spindle. That has a double pulley here that drives the middle one, and the main one that goes to the crankshaft pulley is that one that also drives that spindle there. So this deck is in great shape. I mean, really great shape. You probably can't tell because the sun is the opposite direction, but very little rust, if any, you know. Solid, like it's never been really used, you know. It has the mulcher closure door there that's on, which I like. I don't like it spitting out the side because it clumps, you know. And the blades are in good shape, you know. Since I have it out like this, I'm going to get a grinder and sharpen the blades anyway. I'm going to do what most of my YouTube followers, fans have been telling me to do, is you never sharpen the bottom edge. You only always just sharpen the top edge. And to easily do that, you would remove all the blades with like an impact wrench or something like that. But this gives me enough clearance to just put a grinder there. So that saves me a lot of trouble by removing them. And that's what I'm going to do right now. So to grind out those, sharpening those blades with the grinder, you guys know I've had this Harbor Freight Tools grinder that I got. I think it was listed at $11.99. I think I got it with a coupon. I think it was $8.99. So you know what, with tax and all that crap, it was like 10 bucks. Not a big deal, right? However, I've only used it a few times. You guys have seen me use it in my videos. And well, one day it was just grinding and doing its job, which I'm, you know, perfectly fine with. And then it wouldn't shut off. So I, you know, messed the switch while this thing was running. This is the grinding disc. I had the cutting disc on, which makes it a little bit more dangerous, right? It would not shut off, so the switch is screwed up, you know. And the only way this thing works is if I just plug it in and it'll work. You know what I mean? I'll show you real quick right now. Right. I have to step on it so I don't it doesn't go flying, killing me and stuff. Hold on. Sorry, I had to put it down, switch to my right hand. I wasn't getting it done, you know? I'm gonna put it down now. I'm gonna cut my hand off. So I finished. Razor sharp, guys. Razor sharp. That's all there is to it, man. Really very easy. 5 minutes. And all you need is a $10 grinder. Well, given that even though that grinder is a piece of junk, you can get a better grinder. I mean, if you don't want to cut your hand off. So this deck is ready to install, which I'll whip that out. There's a better look of the deck as it is right now. Like I said, really good shape now that I've cleaned it up and rinsed it off. Sharpened the blades and routed the cable, not the cable, the belt, the V-belt. I've pulled out the tractor, so I basically can just slide it in. And then once this is installed, all I really need is, you know, something that's not really that important, like the engine. I definitely want to keep this tractor because, as you guys can see, it's beautiful. Sound, clean, straight. Those tires, badass. Eventually I'll have to try to find some a rattle can of that color paint and paint over that. I think they basically beefed up that hitch hole. So I'll slide it in, and hopefully all the parts are in that box. So I've got it rolled in here. I'm lying down on the floor on this thing. And it looks kind of straightforward, you know. Oh, I should have extended that before I pushed it in. Because this has to go there. This clips onto this. So I'd have to raise the, I'd have to lift it somehow and get it hooked on there. So I pulled it back out again and extended this thing. And I'm going to try to match that up perfectly. Like that. So it's taken me about an hour. Finally got the deck on. It's hotter than hell today. I think I got all the pulleys right, and I had to actually remove this deck a few times because this rod was facing the rear. So you couldn't move it from where it was, from the rods, because this thing would hit. So I had to disconnect that damn thing at least 3 times and pull out the deck. So I finally got it together. I think I got it squared away, pulled it all out. The parts were all there, except missing a few washers and cotter pins, but I have those. So, I mean, this obviously may need some adjustment once I get an engine in here and see how it actually works. But I think I got it all squared away. This thing here is solid. This one connects here with a washer and a cotter pin. The belt obviously is just awaiting an engine and a crankshaft pulley. The front was probably the easiest, even though I had to remove it like 3 times just to get it adjusted right. I didn't have to put any bricks underneath the deck because I simply just had to lift the sides one at a time and for it to hook onto the brackets. So you know what, man? Looks good. Looks beefy. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I mean, putting on decks is not fun, especially in 95-degree weather when it's really humid too. But, you know, gotta pick up some vitamin D with the sun, you know. Everybody's so palely pasty white these days, you know. I obviously tan better than others due to my ethnic skin. But anyway, this was it was fun. Took me a few hours, but it's all together. And all I need now is that motor. That's Matt from the New York State solar energy, solar panel outfit. And I'm seeing whether or not I'm going to get a new set of solar panels for my roof. You know why? Because I just got a new roof like a few years ago, and I balked on solar twice actually, because I didn't know how long I was going to stay in this neighborhood, being that my kids are going away to college in the next 5 years or so, both of them. So I don't know if I need to be in a house that's 4 bedrooms, you know, just me and the wife. Then again, I do kind of need a garage for my stuff, you know what I mean? Gotta have my stuff. But I understand that I'm going to be saving a ton of money with solar panels. And this new program by New York State, they give them to you for free, man! I mean, it may take me 15 years or 30 years for me to get a zero bill, but hey, if I save $5, $10, $20, $50, $70, $100 a month on electricity, why not? Anyway, so this was how you sharpen the blades on a mower deck and install a mower deck onto a garden tractor while using a piece of shit Harbor Freight Tools electrical grinder. Anyway, see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.